Alrighty, I think we are live and ready to go. How's everybody doing? Welcome, guys, to another Kingdom Hearts stream. If you are watching this in the future on YouTube, it is currently the 18th of January at about 8:15 in the evening, and we are currently 11 days from Kingdom Hearts 3. So, a little bit of backstory for this one. This is I would assume, hopefully, the only information that you will need from the Kingdom Hearts mobile game that is currently available to play in both international and Japan. That being Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. At the time, it was once a browser-based MMO called Kingdom Hearts Key. Then it got turned into... God, what was it? It got, changed, 4 times. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts Key, then it was Kingdom Hearts... You know, hang on. Let me look it up. This game has an interesting history, to be sure. Okay. So, originally, as I said before, it was a browser-based MMO called Kingdom Hearts Key. Then, a version of that game was made available for mobile devices called Kingdom Hearts Unchained X, or Unchained Key. Eventually, though, Unchained Key was rebranded in April of 2017 and was henceforth known as Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Or, well, yeah, no, it's just Union Cross. But they basically took all the important bits that I'm assuming we'll need for Kingdom Hearts 3 and turned it into a movie called Kingdom Hearts Key Back Cover. So it went from a browser game, only available in Japan, to a mobile game, only available for a while in Japan, then was released under internationally, and then that game got its name changed and was completely rebranded to Union Cross. Welcome to the Kingdom Hearts series. So, if you're curious as to what the mobile game has in store, this is but a taste of it. I will do my best to try to summarize the rest of the information the game doesn't tell you after the fact. But yeah. This is the movie. And it is set before the Keyblade War that everybody talks about, so some say it's 100 years in the past, some say it's 100 years, or 1,000 years in the past. I don't know if it's ever truly said, but yeah, there's some interesting lore here. So, anyway. Yeah, I never thought this would have the mobile game would have plot relevance. Or the browser-based one, but yep, here we are. Anyway, guys, this is as far back in the timeline as you can go for Kingdom Hearts. So without further ado, let's get started. These are a bunch of little clips from the mobile game. I guess as a slight advertisement. Probably to get people into the mobile game. If we want to take the mobile game as a mainline entry into the Kingdom Hearts universe, as I believe Square Enix wants you to, then this is probably my least favorite game in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. The gameplay is, well, it's a mobile game. The story, I think, is better than Coded and better than Coded and the like, but it's still pretty... Definitely not a fan of this, nor am I a fan that this has any relevance into Kingdom Hearts 3 going forward. I think that is pretty dumb. But, whatever. It's not my call to make. I'm just here to bring you guys on this wild ride with me as I get prepared. We only have 11 more days. We can finally live in a world where we say we have 11 days until Kingdom Hearts 3. If this is the past, how was Mickey there? Oh, don't worry, I'll get to that in the credits. When the credits start rolling, I'll tell you what actually is going on here. It's about as convoluted as you can think. But I'll give you a hint. Data. Also, I don't know if we're supposed to be like reading all these words on the screen, but they're going by so fast, I can't keep up. Also, this was the game that confirmed that the Keyblade War was indeed fought primarily by children, and the majority of them all died. Take that what you will. Anyway, the movie can finally begin.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Here, take it.
Oh, hey, look, a Keyblade of extreme importance.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luxu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come. Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
The exact same book that Maleficent says has very unique characteristics and she's after and might be linked to Jiminy's journal.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish? Dim? Fade? I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies. Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the Master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
A little bit of trivia. Each of the 4 towers is named after one of the 7 deadly sins, with the exception
This is
being
where your
pride.
story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherethy? Is that a nightmare? Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Chirithy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget, If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Don't insult me!
Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking.
I really do hope that he
It's
tried
not
at
me.
at one point.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Ased, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? to grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you are saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on! Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait, do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Envy, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can—
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
That's enough.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The Master said so, so it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But, to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun.
That's your player character
Then
that he's talking about.
You better go home and get some sleep.
Okay.
Hence the always
Well,
classy,
it
not
was
really
nice
a talker
talking to you.
line when they're talking about your character.
I don't know what's got you down. But please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but...
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why. I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Envy, you will regret this.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by him. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I
love
don't know
this
if I'm
guy
gonna
so
disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Asaid.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role. Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses!
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
Ava, over here!
Envy! Asad! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Master. Master?
Oh, I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay! Now, where... Ah, here it is.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder, show off!
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you were right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Trust no one but myself.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Please stop!
You too, huh?
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
come to finish me off, and make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Someone's coming! They're headed straight this way!
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Ased and went to confront him. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why! The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But, in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do?
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand. Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And Well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise. But why?
You'll see.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Okie dokie. So, how do I begin to explain this? So, if you're a bit confused about the ending, the sixth foreteller, Lushu, of course, was given the task to pass that Keyblade down to his apprentice, and their apprentice will pass it down to their apprentice. So it's assumed that Lushu is either the apprentice to Master Ericus and Xehanort from Birth by Sleep, or that eventually his apprentice will pass it down to his apprentice, who will pass it down to his apprentice, who will pass it down to Xehanort sometime in the future. We're not exactly sure which. The other thing is the box. In the trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3, everybody's looking for that box. We don't know why, but everybody wants a piece of that box. So we know that Xehanort's Keyblade plays a crucial role, and we know that the box is very important to the upcoming story. But you might be wondering what the heck went on with everything else. Well, as far as the traitor is concerned, I don't think that's ever actually been answered. As far as I can tell. Music's a little loud. Hang on one second. Okay. So I don't really know if that's ever been answered as far as I can tell. But basically, if I had to guess, there's probably no traitor. Or if there was, my money's on either Gula or Lushu or something. But so basically what happens in the mobile game up to this point, let me see if I can summarize this. So you met one of those kids about halfway through the story, Ephemer. He and another kid named Scald, and you, the player character, have a very important role. Ava's role was to basically go out and find Keyblade wielders before the Keyblade War. What would then happen is that Ava would send those Keyblade wielders to the realm of sleep, and any other survivors of the Keyblade War would be sent off to the realm of sleep. The Book of Prophecies would then be used to create data versions of all the worlds that have yet to exist. That's why in the beginning we saw Agrabah, we saw Mickey, we saw Beast Castle, we saw Goofy and Donald in the Gummy Ship. They all have yet to exist. But the book creates data versions for you, the player character, to go and explore and live your life, so that you are none the wiser that you fought in a Keyblade War, because the Master of Masters told Ava that such traumas are not to be carried over to the next world, because in doing so, that would cause the player and everybody who fought in the war to fall to darkness. So yeah, as far as the actual Keyblade War is concerned, I A part of me wants to say it was all planted by the Master of Masters, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if he basically did this knowing that this was unavoidable and this is how all the pieces would fall, or if there's some sort of greater meaning to all this that the Master of Masters wants the war to happen. Who is the Master of Masters? We have no idea. Who's Lushu? We have no idea. Technically, we don't know who the foretellers are either. We've never seen any of them without their masks. The only thing that we do know is that Lushu knows exactly who the traitor was and tells Ava in the mobile game that everything so far has been orchestrated by the Master of Masters, which of course ticks her off and she fights Lushu, and yeah, it's not a good time. Something else that you need to know going forward. Whoop, unlock the theater. Okay, characters. Something else that you need to know going forward is basically Maleficent has a key role to play in this story. But it wasn't explained here because this revelation was not made until after this movie was released. Maleficent, during the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, is stabbed by Riku with the Keyblade. And what it does is unlocks her heart. And we learned in the last game that when you're nothing but a heart, and you've cast your body aside, you can travel through time. Xehanort at one point told Maleficent this secret, and in her dying moments, decided to go back in time. She goes back to the Data version, created by the Book of Prophecies, version of the Enchanted Dominion, saying that Sora and his companions would never find her here, and plans to take over the world in the past. That being said, God, this is so confusing. That being said, she runs into an entity known only as Darkness. We don't see a thing of this entity, we don't see him wearing an organization cloak, we don't see him wearing a brown robe, we don't see anything, he just stands in the shadows veiled completely by darkness. And Darkness tells Maleficent that, she can't undo her own defeat. It is already written. The unknown figure explains to her that the world that she's in is a data simulation created by the Book of Prophecies. However, the Darkness entity refuses to let her stay due to the damage that the knowledge of this could cause to the future. The figure then pushes her through time, and that is why Maleficent is able to be resurrected in Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, as far as you, the player character, Scald and Ephemer are concerned, you are tasked with being, actually, is it you? No. It's Ephemer and Scald that are tasked with being the new foretellers. They are also told to meet up with 3 other people that will also be a part of the new foretellers. One of which is a character named Brain, and the other is Ventus. Yeah, that Ventus. The last character is a bit interesting. The last character who is supposed to be the new foreteller is a girl known as Strelitzia. Strelitzia was murdered before she had the chance to become one of the new foretellers. In her place, another child becomes one of the new union leaders in her stead. That child is named Lorium. If you take the letters of Lorium, mix them around and add an X to it, you get the name Marluxia, aka the antagonist of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Lorium eventually reveals that Strelitzia was his sister and is looking into her disappearance. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. Now, in doing so, Lorium begins to question people who were in Strelitzia's union. One of these people that he asks about Strelitzia's whereabouts is a girl named Elrena. If you take the name Elrena and you mix it around and add an X to it, you get the name Larxene. Again, one of the antagonists from Kingdom Hearts' Chain of Memories. Yeah. So far, the story is still ongoing, and even after Kingdom Hearts 3 is out, the story will continue to go, as Nomura has stated many times that he still has many ideas for the mobile game series. But that's basically what you need to know. Also, keep in mind that that little creature, the little cat creature, is called a Chirithy. Every Keyblade wielder has one in the past. Apparently they're important. I've seen one in a trailer or two for Kingdom Hearts 3. So, going into Kingdom Hearts 3, you need to know all that information that you just saw. You need to know about the box, you need to know about Xehanort's Keyblade. It would probably help to know about Lurium and Elrena, and of course the Chirithys. And I have no idea if they're even going to talk about Maleficent going back in time and learning about the Book of Prophecies, but considering that she said that she's heard of the legend of the Book of Prophecies and coded, it's probably going to be a thing, and oh my god. So with that being said, that does it for Kingdom Hearts back cover, and as far as I'm aware, as much as I can tell you, I hope I probably didn't do it justice, but I hope I gave you the information that you're looking for. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that give you more information. I recommend Everglow's timeline series on the Kingdom Hearts franchise that starts with Union Cross and the mobile game and all that stuff. There's also plenty of story summaries on YouTube of the mobile game. But regardless, that's about all the information that I understand myself and that I can pass on to you before Kingdom Hearts 3 is on our doorstep. On the next stream, we will be doing the last game in the franchise before Kingdom Hearts 3. A game I have never played. I know the story somewhat, but I have never touched it. Don't know anything about the gameplay. Don't know how it handles. But next time we will be playing Kingdom Hearts 0.2, the story of Aqua and her 12 years trapped in the realm of darkness. So yeah, that'll be next time. Probably tomorrow. And then after 0.2, which is only a few hours long, we're done. Not even probably, we're definitely done. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing about the secret bosses yet. There's a secret boss in Dream Drop Distance that I said I would probably try to get to today. But, I've tried a few practice runs on that boss using a few different strategies, and I can't even get him close to dead. So we'll probably tackle that maybe in the week between that we kind of have here, because if we do this tomorrow and finish it tomorrow, then we have a whole week in between when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out in Japan and, you know, the current day. And I should probably stream a few times next week. So I might save some of the final boss or the secret bosses for that. There's a secret boss in Dream Drop Distance and there's a secret boss in 0.2, so I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. I know it's a shorter stream, but I do have some other things that I need to attend to, and like I said, I tried to fight the secret boss in 3D, and I need to just try out a few more tactics and level up a bit more. Also, Memories, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Spirit Squad. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Tomorrow, and possibly Sunday. It depends if I need to split this into 2 streams, but I'm assuming we can get it done in 1. But tomorrow, I assume, will be the last stream before Kingdom Hearts 3 in the Kingdom Hearts Marathon. So, brace yourselves. Because it's been a long road. What have we been doing this since September? And it's about to come to a close. For now. Then we'll do 3. As for what I'm doing in that week in between, I'm not entirely sure, but I do know for a fact that from the 24th, basically until I get Kingdom Hearts 3 finished, I will not be streaming. I'm going to avoid the internet like the plague in that 4 days when we don't have the game and Japan does, because, good lord, I don't want to be spoiled. I've waited 13 years for this. I don't want a 4-day difference to ruin it. So, but I'll try to do a stream or two, hopefully in that week in between. Which should be like the 20th to the 23rd. But yeah, starting on the 24th, you will not be seeing me anywhere. Except Twitter. I'll be on Twitter for like once a day to continue doing that Kingdom Hearts 3 countdown thing that I'm doing. So, I don't know. In that week, I was honestly debating on doing World of Light and Smash, but I don't know if anybody's interested in that. But we'll see. I've got a few things that I need to check on. Could do some more Kingdom Hearts related stuff. You know, defeat the secret bosses. Could do like a Kingdom Hearts speed run or some stupid stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for me tonight. So let's see who we're rating tonight, because it is Friday. And yeah, I don't know. My only apprehension about World of Light is that I might not be able to get it done in time before the 24th. There might not be enough streams. Like, there might not be enough days to stream World of Light. I don't really know. I kind of have to, like, figure that out. But, oh wow, there are a lot of people streaming tonight. Okay, I've got a target in mind. So anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and like I said, tomorrow will be the last or the second to last stream in the Kingdom Hearts Marathon, leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, and then we will start Kingdom Hearts 3, I would assume, probably around February 1st-ish. Basically, I want to be done with Kingdom Hearts 3 before I stream it. Because I don't want to get trolled in chat by some random person that knows the entire story details. So, and as for the week in between, I gotta do some thinking, and I'll keep you guys posted to what I figure. So, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for your time. And that is the wrong text bubble. Okay, there we go. Alright. See you guys. And enjoy this Kingdom Hearts speedrunner. Bye!